As Belarus prepares for its 2025 presidential election, longtime leader Alexander Lukashenko is doubling down on warnings of potential unrest, blaming opposition forces abroad for conspiring to destabilize the country. Lukashenko, who has held power for nearly 3 decades, has already confirmed his intention to seek re-election, a move that could extend his tenure to an unprecedented 36 years. As cited by the SB, Belarus Today media outlet, the 69-year-old leader warned of what he claims are well-financed efforts to incite armed revolt by exiled Belarusian opposition groups. These factions, many of whom fled following a violent crackdown on mass protests in 2020, have been gaining support abroad, Lukashenko suggested, further alleging that foreign powers are looking to break into Belarus and create internal strife.
No one gives money to people for idle talk. They are losing both the international and domestic narrative to our journalists, completely. They are far behind, so they have told them that, guys, idle talk is a good thing, so carry on with it. Here is some money for that, but the rest will be spent on a more effective struggle. That is, an armed revolt.
Lukashenko's concerns reflect the precarious political climate in Belarus, which sits at a critical crossroads between Russia, Ukraine, and NATO members such as Poland, Lithuania, and Latvia. Since his disputed 2020 re-election, Belarus has seen a mass exodus of opposition figures and citizens. Approximately 500,000 people have fled the nation of 9.5 million, with many activists and journalists arrested, beaten, or imprisoned under his regime.
Don't think, as some say, that we've cleaned up everything here. First, nobody has been cleared out. Those who fled were the ones who needed to be dealt with. Well, they made their choice. They fled. So be it. But we cannot afford to relax.
In a further tightening of control, Lukashenko has recently signed a law granting himself lifelong immunity from prosecution, a measure widely seen as a safeguard against potential legal consequences after his presidency. The law also bars opposition leaders in exile, such as Sviatlana Tsikhanouskaya, from running in future elections by requiring candidates to have lived in Belarus for at least 20 years without holding foreign residency. Tsikhanouskaya, who fled to Lithuania after challenging Lukashenko in the 2020 election, called the law a sign of his growing fear. In recent months, Belarusian authorities have continued their campaign against dissent, raiding and seizing properties of over 100 opposition activists who are living abroad. The government has also targeted Belarusians abroad who have been calling for tougher sanctions on the regime. With this growing international scrutiny and the opposition's persistence, Lukashenko faces a delicate balancing act as he attempts to hold on to power in the face of both domestic unrest and external pressures.